I've just pulled over and turned around, just waiting to see a headlight coming towards me. I've been here for a couple of minutes already and no sign. I'll give it another couple of minutes. It's unusual for Tom to be this far back. He may have staked a tyre. Some of the conditions out here are pretty brutal. I'll start backtracking. G'day mate. Was there a bloke on a bike?
Yeah.
What's he done? Staked a tyre?
I don't know, he pulled over on the side of the road, he just waved at us.
Okay, alright.
10k?
10k back? Okay, thank you. Got the back wheel off. It's a new tyre too. He said, yeah, about 10 kilometres back, but he didn't wave us down, so I kept going. And I thought to myself...
Yeah, one nice fella stopped though. You know, you need help. I said, no mate, just changing the tyre. He goes, you riding with the other blokes? And I said, yeah, I am.
Alright, just packing up. He couldn't find the hole, so he's not sure what caused the puncture. When we get to the campground, we'll inflate the tyre. Inflate the tube, see if we can narrow it down. He suspects it may be a pinch flat, although that's unlikely. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Alright, probably lost a little bit over an hour. Doesn't matter, we've still got heaps of daylight, and thankfully he was able to find some shade. Anyway, we'll get back underway, shall we? Slow old trip in that. We're just at the junction of the Columbaroo and Derby intersection. Yeah, Dave waited here. He spoke to a couple of people in a four-wheel drive and they said, oh yeah, we're just back up the road a bit, changing the tyre. Now the band's back together. Yeah, Drysdale River Station is up there 60 k's. That's yeah, Homestead opened up to tourism like a lot of the others. And if you keep going, you'll get to Columbaroo, which is an Aboriginal community. It used to be a Catholic mission. But also on the way is Mitchell Falls, which is pretty spectacular. Anyway, we'll continue heading west towards Mount Barnett. A couple of minor creek crossings. Well, the Barnett River at least should be flowing. It usually does. Well, not exactly in flood, is it? Oh, this is not the Barnett. The Barnett will definitely have water over it, I think. I've had to pull over. Now I've got a puncture in the rear.
The red light indicates it's recording. Steve, what's happened, buddy?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Well, you might believe it. I keep banging on about how this road is torture on tyres, and here we are repairing another puncture. I'll just swap the tube out. It'll be the quickest solution. I'm only ever going to travel with broken leg Tom. He brings along a crutch. And it's come very, very handy, not only for him, but for other mugs. So remember kids, when leaving home, always pretty clutch.
So Steve, tell me how much fun that was, buddy.
Yeah, ordinarily you swap your tyres out at home in the garage, nice level playing field. Out here with the dust and the heat and the flies, completely different story. Nothing was lining up for us. Anyway, it's done now. Now all I've got is the anxiety of what caused the puncture in the first place. Watch this space.
And speaking of dust.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No wind, just hanging there. Now listen to that van being shaken to bits. Oh, I've had to do a number of tyre swap outs and tyre repairs on the side of the road over the years. And this has got a rate us up there with some of the worst conditions. Not fun at all. Anyway, we're back on the road. We've probably lost 2 hours. It's just so hard to line the brake caliper, the spacers and the axle up. Anyway, it's done now. Thankfully we were able to find a bit of shade. We told the other two to go forward to the Barnet Roadhouse, pay for their camping and then go and pick a spot because a number of vans have passed in the meantime, and yeah, we just like a spot in the shade. And now I've got the anxiety of wondering what caused the puncture, and if I have another one, of course. I don't have a replacement tube until I repair this one, which we'll hopefully do this evening. Some big holes in here apparently. Oh yeah, found it. They must have had a good wet season for there still to be water flowing this late in the year. I know that Gibb River Road was closed earlier in the year because of flooding. Right there. Barnet 5 kilometres, and the river, Barnet River, is just this side of it, a few hundred metres perhaps. I'll be glad when this day is done. Oh, that's a bit of an anticlimax too. I expected it to be, I don't know, 30 centimetres deep perhaps. No matter. Oh, wouldn't mind soaking my feet in it. That'll have to wait. Still got a rocky bottom, can be a bit tricky. Alright, we're nearing the Mount Barnet Roadhouse. We'll call in here. We won't worry about fuel today. We'll call in here, pay our camp fees, and then follow the track 7 or 9 kilometres to the campground. The other thing we're going to do here is buy a bag of ice. Tom has put some beers aside and has agreed to share. What a guy. So I'll pay for the ice. We'll find a place in the shade at the campground, chill the beers, and have a couple with dinner maybe. Welcome to Mount Barnet Roadhouse. Both Tom and I feel absolutely knackered. Repairing 2 punctures in these sorts of conditions is no fun at all. Alright, I forget how far it is. It'll only be a short drive, and we can shed a few layers and I can go and lie in the water and use that opportunity to inflate the tube and look for a hole. This campground here is the jumping off point for the Manning Gorge. It's a bit of a walk in and out. I think it's about 5 kilometres return, and we were toying with the idea of either going this afternoon or first up in the morning. It's about 2:30 now. I certainly won't be doing it this afternoon, this evening, so we'll see how I feel in the morning. Might get up at sunrise and do it then. We could still be clearer here by noon and get some distance under our belt tomorrow afternoon. More dust. It's just what we needed. I've never heard an adventure rider ever say, geez, I wish I had more dust. Alright, here we are at the campground. The facilities here are pretty basic as well, but it's everything you could want, I guess. Shower, I don't think they have any form of camp kitchen here, but doesn't matter. Well, I can see the slackers close to the showers and toilets. Patch time. Tom thinks his was a pinch flat, and I think mine was just a stone bruise. I did hit a couple of bundies at speed, and I felt the bump, I felt the knock, and it was only seconds after that my rear tyre started deflating. So yeah, I think mine was just a stone bruise. We should be able to patch the tubes okay, and they'll come in handy for the next one. Like a lot of the other locals here, we've come down just to have a bit of a soak in the pool that's here. The sun's going down. Certainly Tom and I are looking forward to having a bit of a dunk. And this is the water course you've got to cross in the morning to commence the walk to Manning Gorge. It's pretty early. We're just on our way to do the water crossing to allow us to do the walk to Manning Gorge. They reckon it's about an hour in, an hour back, 5 kilometre return it is. They reckon the effort is worth it. We'll know more soon. Where that fellow's going, shallow. Oh, I spoke too soon. Yeah. There's the money shot right there, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough walk. It's certainly well worth it. We'll stay here for an hour or so and just enjoy the serenity.
Hey, Steve.
Pool noodle's a good option.
Yeah.
Way to go, boys.
Yeah. Good on you.
There you go.
Right, tough walking in and tough walking out. Certainly worth it though, and you know, if you're still fit enough to go and do it, I would highly recommend it. All we've got to do now is load up all our gear on one of these tubs and paddle it across the creek, and we'll suit up and leave here and go back to the roadhouse, refuel, have something to eat, and then come up with a plan.
The slippery rocks there, Paul.
We all pack up at a different pace, and that's okay. We'll just meet at the roadhouse, refuel, get some fresh water because the stuff here is not potable, and then head off. We were told that there are no corrugations heading westward, which I find a little surprising, but that'll be a nice change. That's a massive boab tree, that one. Huge. Very impressive. Anyway, we'll get to the roadhouse. It's always busy there, and the caravanners usually top up their water there. They can take some time. We'll see how we go. And we've agreed that today is no puncture Sunday. Hopefully that works in our favour. While I think about it, I just want to give a shout out to Dale, Chrissy and their son Josh, their adult son Josh. Came over and introduced themselves while we were around the campfire last night, so they enjoy watching the channel content. So yeah, good on you guys. Very humbling when it happens, and I appreciate the feedback. So once again, big shout out to them. Right, resupplied. Oh, it's hot. The next gorge is only a few kilometres up the road, Galvin's Gorge. It's only a short walk in, but I might stay with the bikes. I've been there before a couple of times. I might stay with the bikes because I just don't want to go digging through my bag looking for suitable footwear. So I might take the option to sit this one out. This blacktop doesn't last long. A couple of kilometres. There is an Aboriginal community nearby here somewhere. There's evidence of that all over the place. Well, Galvin's is one of the easier gorges to access, so Tom was able to hobble down there and enjoy the swim. Bit unfortunate he can't enjoy any of the others, but that's alright. From here now we get to a turn off towards Bell Gorge. I think that's about 80 kilometres away, and go in about 20 kilometres to a campground of sorts, I think. This is part of a conservation park. Silent Grove is the campground, and then Bell Gorge is a 10-kilometre ride after that, and then a 2-kilometre walk in. So we'll stay at the campground tonight and do the walk in the morning. Online booking's essential. Yeah, right. Don't know how you're supposed to do that out here without a signal. Doesn't matter. Oh dear. Well done, Dave. Good work. Good work. Deeper than I thought. There's nothing gained by going through it fast. Use your clutch to adjust your speed or control your speed. It's the only time you should slip your clutch to allow you to control your speed, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I've only ever been on this road once before. I don't remember so many creek crossings. Knee deep. Right hand wheel track. Yep, I got it. Right hand wheel track.
Yeah. 1 metre off that tree, buddy. Far side.
Well, so much for no puncture Sunday. I'm losing air in the rear tyre. I'm not going to do it this afternoon. We'll do it in the morning. A couple of the blokes are going to go to Bell Gorge, have a look at that. So it'll be a 2 or 3 hour turnaround for them. So we'll do it in the morning when it's cooler. Well, the blokes have left to go to Bell Gorge. It's a 10-kilometre ride and then a 2-kilometre walk to get in and 2 kilometres out. I would have liked to have gone with them. I have been there before. It is pretty spectacular. Tom did offer to swap out or repair that puncture on his own. That didn't sit right with me, so yeah, we'll get stuck into it now and get it sorted. Those guys will be away for a couple of hours. Gives us lots of time. Hopefully we won't have a repeat of last time. Repairing the tyres, one thing. Getting the back and line and everything up, what a pain in the arse that was last time. But anyway, hopefully today we'll have greater success.
What are we doing, Steve?
The plan? The plan is, this is Tom's used tyre. Now we know it was okay because it came off his bike at Kununurra. We think, or at least I think, my casing's damaged. So what we're going to do is, rather than repair this puncture and run the risk of another one, we're just going to swap out Tom's tyre for mine, because as I said, we know that his tyre's okay. So we'll rip the wheel off, put in the patched tube, and then fit Tom's tyre, and hopefully that'll sort it out. What we will also do, of course, is have a look at the old casing, my casing, because I think it may be damaged and that's what's causing the puncture.
So what you're saying is that Tom's probably a great guy then?
Tom's saved our lives again.
Remarkable fella.
Remarkable.
Well, we've made no progress. We found the hole in the tube. I thought I'd creased the tube, but that's not the case. The original tyre had been damaged. The casing had been damaged and it had worn a hole in the tube. Now, we didn't know that. Anyway, we've put the patched, repaired tube back in the wheel, inflated it, and bugger me dead, it didn't hold air because that same crack in the casing had punctured the other tube yesterday, which we didn't pick up on. So we got bits and pieces and repair tubes everywhere. The bike is still on the stand. We're not going anywhere in a hurry. Thankfully, we've got shelter, shade. We've got access to water and showers and stuff. But yeah, no. Is this why they call it adventure riding?
How you going, Steve? You want a hand?
This is the worst part of the whole exercise. Trying to get the valve through the hole in the rim. Here, look, zoom in on that.
Oh, you did it!
Alright, we're going to fit the wheel back on the bike, what we hope is the very last time. Not only today, but on this journey, because we've peaked, we've had enough. It's about 11 o'clock, we've been working on it since 7 AM this morning. Oh, give us the axle, mate. We are so pissed off. We spent 4 hours repairing those holes this morning, and because by the time we were ready to go it was the heat of the day, we decided to stay here rather than jump on the bikes and only ride for a couple of hours in the heat of the day, pull up in the bush somewhere. We got access to water, fresh water, showers, shade, certainly shade. So we decided to stay here for another night. I've just hopped on the bike to move it from one place to another. The patch has failed. It's registering nothing on the gauge. It's 2 or 3 o'clock, so we'll spend the rest of the afternoon trying to sort it out.
So, Steve, what are you doing, buddy?
Oh, this is tyre repair Mac 5 or 6. We repaired the tube that had the pinch flap and everything looked rosy. It was holding air. I went to move the bike and the register showed 0. So I thought it might have been a fault. So I reluctantly pushed the tyre and it's flat as. We're just going to repair this other tube and see if that makes any difference.